Well, Vasily Fisk has not come. I've put on this hat a number of times, and he just doesn't come. I'm so sorry. Anyways, I put on the hat just in case Vasily would show up, and he just doesn't want to come. I don't know what's happened to Vasily or his partner Andrew Chernyenko, the metaphysical detectives. Maybe they're out on a. Well, King Clancy. He's Chief Clancy Wiggum on The Simpsons. He's a police chief, and he's got what he calls Clancy's capers. They're his case files, and he calls them Clancy's capers. And it could be that Vasily Fisk and Andrew Chernyenko are out on a caper. And I'll keep checking in by putting the hat on to see if Vasily shows up. It's been so long since Vasily has showed up that we can't even remember what he sounds like. He's got kind of a British accent, but that's about all we know. And I don't know. Did he wear glasses, Vasily Fisk? Does this bring him in? No. So anyway, what would Vasily Fisk be working on if it was a metaphysical case? He would be looking to seek for connections, why people have certain behaviors, why certain people cannot change. What do I mean by that? It means that they don't change. Their personality has been fixed and dilated for their whole life. They have not grown. What do I expect out of growth? A change in personality, an evolution. What do I see? Someone says it's peanuts. The comic strip, no, they say it's peanuts, and as if, it's not worth anything. Nancy's in the background. He's annoyed at me because he's like, we need something more, you got to do something more. What else would Vasily Fisk talk about? And just a minute ago, we looked up James Allen. It was like a 1902 book, As a Man Thinketh. And we started to read it, and I don't know if English has changed or if I'm just tired, but there's just, the words are just they're not going into my head. So, is it me? Sometimes it's me. Sometimes I'm tired and I look at words and they just don't come in. So we were trying to figure out, if it was true, something to do with James Allen saying what you believe in your heart is what's true for you or something. And we went back to just to double check what it said. And I don't know how we even got that out of it because it's just, couldn't do it. But anyway, you can look up James Allen, As a Man Thinketh, on the internet, and there's a Gutenberg version that's a free ebook. It's supposed to be a self-help book. Does Vasily Fisk need self-help? Yes. That's why he relies on Andrew Chernyenko, because Vasily is the person who deals with the clients, takes down all of the quality items that the client says, and then once the file is all typed up, he sends an email to Andrew Chernyenko. Vasily is usually in London, England, on Carnaby Street, just down the road from where Stuart Wilde used to have his jeans store. But Andrew is also known as a gambler, and he hangs out in the casinos in Macau, China. Macau used to be a Portuguese colony, just like Hong Kong used to be a British colony. And Macau's always been known for having amazing casinos. Chernyenko goes there, and we think he's a ladies' man, and he gambles to attract the attention of pretty women. Vasily, on the other hand, I don't think he ever goes to China. I think he hangs around London waiting for clients to show up. There's always, Clancy wants me to bring up the blanket analogy. Well, Vasily got the idea to be a metaphysical detective from a movie, a Jude Law movie with Dustin Hoffman, Lily Tomlin, and some other actors, and it was called I Heart Huckabees. And Lily Tomlin and Dustin Hoffman were the metaphysical detectives, and Clancy thinks we should watch the movie again because it's been so long we can't remember what happens in it. But in somewhere along the line there, Dustin Hoffman gives a blanket analogy about how we're all connected.
Is this part of my investigation?
Yes. Say this blanket represents all the matter and energy in the universe, okay? You, me, everything. Nothing has been left out, all right? All the particles, everything.
What's outside this blanket?
More blankets, that's the point.
Blanket's everything.
Exactly. This is everything, okay? Let's just say that this is me, right? And I'm, 60-odd years old, and I'm wearing a gray suit, blah, blah, blah. And let's say over here, this is you, and you're, I don't know, you're 21, you've got dark hair, etc. And over here, this is Vivian, my wife and colleague. And then over here, this is the Eiffel Tower, right? It's Paris. And this is a war. And this is a museum. And this is a disease. And this is an orgasm. And this is a hamburger.
Everything is the same, even if it's different.
Exactly. But our everyday mind forgets this. We think everything is separate, limited. I'm over here, you're over there, which is true. But it's not the whole truth. Because we're all connected. Because we are connected.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, now, we need to learn how to see the blanket truth all the time, right in the everyday stuff. And that's what this is for.
Why?
Why what?
Why do I need to learn how to see the blanket thing all the time in the everyday stuff?
Well, you wouldn't want to miss out on the big picture, would you?
Uh-uh.
That's partly why you're here, right? And this is it. I'm talking about it right now. I mean, it'll take a while for you to get it, you know? But it'll help you.
How?
When you get the blanket thing, you can relax because everything you could ever want or be, you already have and are. That sound pretty good?
Sounds very good.
All right, get in.
You want me to get in? So get in here?
Yeah.
What's going to happen to me in here?
Okay, you're going to see. You'll find out.
So that's the blanket analogy. That was Jason Reitman and Dustin Hoffman. What else can we tell you about this blanket analogy? Well, me, Mr. Bob with hat head, when I went to see this movie, when it first came out, I was in Vancouver, Canada, and we went to kind of an art house movie theater, me and maybe two friends, and there was a attendance draw, and it wasn't just well, anyway, they went up to the front of the stage, and they called out number, and the number was the number that matched my ticket. And what happened was they gave me a gift package of I Heart Huckabee swag, including a blanket that was yellow and it said I Heart Huckabees on it. So clearly I was meant to really remember this movie and the blanket thing. A long time ago, I moved from Vancouver, and the I Heart Huckabees blanket never came with me. I'm very sorry about it. It would be a great prop, but I don't have it, but I've got the story. So, if you're watching this movie, you were meant to, because of the blanket analogy. And you probably should watch the whole of I Heart Huckabees if you have time. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube, maybe for $5 rental. Or at your local library if you still got a DVD player. What else is connected to us on the blanket? Well, Vasily Fisk is, and so is Andrew Chernyenko, so is Stuart Wilde. I mean, Stuart Wilde has been dead for quite a number of years, but I don't think the blanket analogy means that once you're dead that you leave the blanket. Oh no. Mm. Does it believe in reincarnation? I don't know if we reincarnate or we just step out of this movie theater and we kind of arrive at the next one. At one point, Mr. Wilde did say that he felt that we had walked into this world from another dimension. I think what really happens is that these physical bodies have the family affairs. You know, the physical body is birthed by a mother, but I do believe in, some people might call them souls, but they become attached to these bodies, somehow associated with these bodies, but they're not the bodies. And I think that's what we are in our essence. We're these souls. It's the only way I can figure it out. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and please share if you like our videos.